All right, guys, this is Mr. J's episode number 5. You should have seen episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you haven't and you don't have any idea what Mr. J's collection is, please go check out the playlist on my channel. Go back and watch episode 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order. It's going to make a lot more sense. This is a raw collection that I picked up, and I ended up sending 77 cards from this all Michael Jordan card collection to get graded. It was a viewer of the channel who reached out to me and was interested in selling his raw collection. Of course, you know, I'm an easy fish to hook, and so I agreed to buy his raw collection, decided to send 77 cards off. I just received the first 33 card Michael Jordan shipment back, and so today is the grade reveal of those 33 cards, but it's with a twist. I am going to show you a quick video, and then I'm going to share a spreadsheet with you. We're going to talk about values. I'm going to show you a video of what I thought each card would grade, and we'll see just how smart yours truly is when it comes to projecting what PSA grade I am going to receive on every single one of these cards. So today will be a little bit more in depth than I normally do on grade reveal videos. You will see my guesses. You will see the cards I submitted. You will see the grades that came back. We will look at the value of those cards, and then we're going to look at the macro and figure out, did I overpay for the collection? Did I did I profit from the collection? We're going to look at the big picture stuff as well. So I've got a great spreadsheet for you and everything else. That's what today's video is about. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. All right, guys, here it is. Let me screen share with you here. This is a spreadsheet that I've created just to kind of keep you on point. We're about to look at the grades. Well, first I'm going to show you a quick 1 minute and 15-second flip through of what I thought each card would grade. I'll try to figure out how to put music to it so it's not terribly boring, but we'll attach a little video. Then we're going to look at the grades that came back. Then we're going to come back here to look at this spreadsheet that you've got. I've got all the information blacked out, so we'll keep it suspenseful. But this is a 33 card order that I shipped on September 18th. Today is the day after Halloween, but I actually got the grade email on October 29th, 2 days before Halloween. So what are we looking at? A little over a month. So not too bad, about 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks, something like that, door to door. That's fine. I'll take that all day long. You can see this is how the spreadsheet's broken down. I show you all the cards, right? And I can't tell you what the yellow and the green and the red mean yet, although y'all might have figured it out. We're going to look at what I thought it would grade. We're going to look at what it did grade. We're going to look at what it's worth, and then we're going to add it all up. We're going to see what percentage got 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, or below, and of course, it never fails, and yes, this is no different. Some of the cards did not get graded by PSA for one reason or another, and big asterisk, PSA really screwed something up in this order as well, which we're going to take a special focus on. But down here, I'll give you the order, the value of this entire order together, the value of order number 2. I don't have it yet. That's next episode. That's going to be episode number 6 of Mr. J's. We'll kind of put a roundabout value on the raw cards that are left over. This was a much bigger collection than just these 77 cards. And so I've got a bunch of raw Jordan cards that I deemed not grade worthy that I did not send off. So we'll find the total value after I grade plus all the raw cards. And then we'll look at how much I paid for the collection, the PSA price for order 1, the PSA price for order 2, add it up, and then we'll figure it out. Did I win? Did I lose? Was it a break even? Was it worth it? Is it great content? Yes, I can answer that. It's going to be great content. So stay tuned. Quick 1 minute video showing you all the cards and what my guesses were on what they would grade, and then we'll go to the grade reveal video, guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, as always, something is wrong. By the way, this is my iPhone doing this video. So I've invested this money in this lighting and everything. So everything should be good, it should be high quality. And now something's wrong with my iPhone camera. It's actually cracked on the back, but I'll just first show you. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to, I'd like to put the cards up close, but you can see how it gets blurry. That's because something's wrong with my iPhone. So I'm gonna stay back here. Rainmen did not get graded, and I think there was a members only Rainmen in here as well. Maybe I'm crazy. No, there it is, yeah. So maybe one members only and one regular or something. Maybe it was just 2 Rainmen. I don't know. I thought one of these was members only. I don't know, but anyway, these came back men's size. So men's size. This is a mistake, and I'm going to show you what exactly is going on here. So PSA screwed up. So this is a Jordan metal card. I sent 6 of these in. All of these came back PSA 9, but they accidentally put this metal Jordan in it says never compromise, and it says men's size. We know that's not correct, but look what they did. They just reversed these two. So this metal and this never compromise got reversed. So this is supposed to be the Jordan metal. This card is supposed to be in this slab like this, and the never compromise was not supposed to be graded. It was supposed to be in this did not grade. So this is a screw up that PSA is going to have to fix. So there's the bad news. Now we can get on with the fun stuff and the stuff that you guys care about. So let me get this crap out of the way. And I do apologize for the camera. I was all excited about doing great, you know, high res camera deal. I've got it all fixed, so it's going to be actually pretty good to look at. So number one, and don't ask me why, it doesn't even fit on the camera. This is just a humongous slab. So all of the metal, this is the Jordan metal set. There's a couple of different Jordan metal sets out there. There's one called the metal set of 5. There's an orange border. This is a 6-card set called Jordan metal. And I'm a little pissed because I was going to sell it as a 6-card set because, believe it or not, every one came back PSA 9, right? Except for the one that they accidentally put in the semi-rigid and said that it was men's size. So they screwed that up. They're going to have to fix that. I'll send that back with my next order to PSA, and hopefully they can get that fixed. So anyway, so there's your metal cards. Those are, you know, gonna go up there. Those are not super valuable, not sexy, nothing to them. And here we go. Let's start it off with a Hoop Screams. Came back at 8. Good looking card, just in time. This is well, actually I'm recording this the day after Halloween, but you're gonna be watching this after that, I'm quite certain. Triple Threats from 96 Skybox Premium came back an 8. Remember, after we do this grade reveal video, you guys are going to come back and I'm going to screen share a spreadsheet where I kind of put into a spreadsheet what I thought each one of these cards would grade. The 95 Skybox Premium Hobby Standouts right here. Let me see if I can do this a little bit. That'll help. There we go. Okay, now I can go back. Hobby Standouts, PSA 6. I think, yeah, well, I can't zoom in because, like, the closer I get with my camera, something is very wrong with it. The back is cracked, so I got to get a new iPhone. Sorry about that, guys. You can see it's actually only the left side that's blurry, which makes it even weirder. So 95, the original, Maximum Metal, came back to PSA 8. 97 Royal Court. Remember, there's 2 years of Royal Court. This is the King of Kings from 97. This one came back a 7. These are tough to grade. Foil all over the place, tough corners and edges and whatnot. So that one. We've got 2 of these, but I'll show you the first one. And yeah, it's a little bit yellow. It's a tinge of yellow. I'm guessing that's why this slick silver. You know, I don't know if y'all can kind of tell. It's got yellow behind it. So it's either way, trust me, it's got a little hint of yellow. I knew that when I sent it, and that's why I kind of expected the worst. Of course, corners and edges are impeccable because it's acetate and it's a real firm card, but these slick silvers, it's all about color clarity, and this one's not perfect, so I expected that grade. Hardcore Heroics came back a 7, another card that's all foil and very difficult to grade. I think the centering on this one might even be off as well. It looks a little bit off to the left to me, but a great looking card, really affordable card. It's like a $40, $50 card right here at a PSA 7, but I mean, I think that's a great card just to put in your collection. If you're collecting Jordan on the low end, You know, it's a big card. Don't ask me about what I'm going to do with these. I'm in discussions with the, well, I mean, ask. I'm just saying these are not going to be for sale. Like, in other words, don't message me for sale, for sale, for sale. I'll let you know if they're for sale. Trust me, I got a big mouth. I'll find you. Don't worry. If these are going to be for sale, you guys will know. Dynamic Dunks, one of Jordan's first horizontals, PSA 7. Also hard because it's black everywhere. Scoring magnets right here. PSA 8. Pretty tough pack odds on this card. Pretty cool MJ card. The back is where you get to the issues, you know, and I can't get into too much detail on it because stupid camera's broken. I gotta get that fixed. I hate going to the Apple store. I gotta get a new camera. View to a Thrill. Thought this one might have had a chance to do better. I can't remember what I guessed. I guess we'll look at it on the spreadsheet at the end. I just don't have it memorized. PSA 8 on this one. Good looking design on these cards. There's all the black everywhere, so you guys know. You know, if you got a card with all black corners and black edges, good luck, man. Good luck with PSA, especially with today's scrutiny. Another 7 and another one that's not, you know, it ain't great. It ain't perfect. It's yellow, a little bit of yellow to it. Not terrible, but a little bit. I'm pretty sure I graded 3 of these. Here's one. This is Skybox Premium Meltdown, PSA 7. What a design on this card. Man, these cards are amazing. These cards really are good. I'm lucky I have a PSA 10 of this one in my collection. Second year Bean Team, baby brother Bean Team came back 6. God, I got murdered. There's got to be a surface issue that I missed on this one. I'm trying to, does that look like maybe that's a crease or some kind of scratch? Well, this is missing foil right there in that middle beam, so that's part of the problem. So 6 on that one, no value there. Members only, high risers, pretty rare to find these in members only, and this one came back a 6. There's your members only. See how it runs across diagonal left to right and right to left. High risers, members only, PSA 6, not a ton of value there. Pretty sure this is a crack. We'll look at the spreadsheet after. Pretty sure this was a crack and resub. I think it was I feel like it was in an SGC case or something. We will revisit. I'm sorry, I just don't have the spreadsheet memorized, but this was a win if I recall. I think it was an SGC slab and I cracked it and got an 8. So that's a win. Here's the other, one of the others. Skybox Premium Meltdown came back a 7. I think I went 7, 7, 6 on those. We'll see in just a second. The original Bean Team came back a 6 as well. Yuck, I didn't think this was that bad. Jeez, man. I don't know, that's a good looking 6. I mean, the corners aren't perfect. You see some white, but damn, the centering is really good. You know, 9 worthy centering. I don't know, must have missed something. Hardcore Heroics, 7 on this one as well. Again, not an expensive card. Boss came back a 9, so one of the better grades in this submission. And again, I do want to reiterate to you guys, when I sent these off, and you'll see when I put my expected grades, I did not expect any of them to 10, and I basically bought the collection at a 7.25 value, essentially, something like that. Maybe a 7 to 7.25 value. That's what me and Mr. J negotiated. Hopefully I talked about that in video 1 or 2, which I haven't, you know, rewatched, and I recorded a long time ago, so I apologize. But here's the Super Boss. So a bigger one here. If I could trade these, I would. I would rather the Super Boss, but here's a great chance for you to tell the difference. So the Super Boss is more metallic and a darker background. This is a you know, true paper card in a lighter wood. The wood is lighter, and Super Boss has super written, as you can see right there, in silver foil on top of Boss, and it covers the ball, whereas the regular one, there's no super. Yeah, so that's the difference between those two bad boys. Larger than life, always hard to grade. Really excited about an 8 in this. This is a tough card to grade. An 8's a really good grade in this card. There's some value here, and it's a great looking image of MJ, man. What a great looking card. The front's the problem, the back's a problem. So PSA 8 on this is I'm very, very happy with. Intense, don't know, missed something. I don't know. Usually these come back men's size. It even looks small in the case to me, but I don't know what I missed. I don't think I thought it was gonna be a 5. And then the other Meltdown came back as a 6, and I'm saving the best for last, by the way. That bottom left corner down here is awful. No fingernail comments, please. Yeah, you can see right there. See that bottom left corner? See how it's bent a little bit like that? And then this was the biggest card in here. The 93 Ultra Scoring Kings, the original Scoring Kings, came back a nice 8. So happy with that grade right there. That's it, guys. That's it. So stay tuned. We'll go back to the spreadsheet. We'll see what I thought they would grade, what they graded. We'll see how good I was at guessing. We'll see what the cards are worth, each single one. We'll look at it. I looked it up in Card Ladder. I'm an affiliate partner with Card Ladder, so we'll look it up in Card Ladder, and then I'll send you guys off. This was, again, this was shipment of 33 cards, all Jordans. And this was shipment number 1 out of 2. The next one is 44 cards. We got some bigger cards in the next one. So this is going to be episode number 5 that you guys are watching. Episode number 6 will be the remaining 44 cards, and then we can put a bow on it and tie it all together. And we'll see if I broke even, profited, or lost money. So thanks, guys. All right, y'all. Thank you again for being patient. I'm sorry. I just realized that the camera on my iPhone was cracked. And so anytime I get it close to something and I'm doing a video, it kind of shakes and wobbles. And stuff on the left side is blurry and stuff on the right side is clear. So I've got to go get a new iPhone. Apparently I dropped it at some point and cracked the camera crap on the back. I don't know how that works. So let's get going. Okay, so let me know what you thought about the grades. Here we go. Let's put it all together, right? So we talked about what I sent, when I sent it. It's all Jordan. We know what we sent. We just looked at it. Let's go by each one. So let me start up here. So I'm going to highlight stuff in yellow where I did better with PSA than I thought I was going to do with PSA. So those are doubles, singles, triples, and home runs, right? No real home runs, but you get the point. Green means I got it almost exactly, right? Almost nailed it exactly, or I was within probably a half of a grade. Red means I did worse by 1 grade or more. In other words, if I thought it was a 7 and it came back a 6, that's red. If I thought it was an 8 and it came back a 5, that's very red, right? So red is bad, yellow is really good, green is Cajun, you're as smart as a 5th grader or whatever they like to say. So let's start at the top. So the Metal Universe, that was a crack. Okay, I couldn't remember when I was doing the video. It was an SGC 8.5. I thought it was going to come back a PSA 7, which when I looked at it on Card Ladder made sense. And so that's why I cracked it. Nobody wants that base Metal Universe card in a SGC case. They just do not. They don't collect it that way. I was very happy it came back an 8. It's a $75 card in a PSA 8 slab, believe it or not. If you do a thrill, I thought it was a PSA 7. I thought it looked better than a PSA 7. So I had the balls to crack it. It came back an 8. So I bumped it up, made a few bucks on that one. So what a feel-good story that is. Incredible. I can retire now, right? My view to a thrill that I bought in a 7 came back an 8. So good win there. That's a $140 card. The Skybox Meltdowns, there's 3 of them. Pleased with these results. When I looked at it, I thought it was going to be 667. As it turns out, it was 767. So I nailed a couple of them, and I was pleasantly surprised on another. The 7s are worth about $350. The 6s are worth about $225. So pretty good value there. Those were 3 of the bigger cards in here, of course. The Intense came back a 5. I have no idea why, but apparently I did see something when I looked at these cards in hand before I sent them off that I saw that made me think it might be a 5. So there must have been some kind of surface defect or something, because the card in the slab looks like every other card. So I guessed a 5. It came back a 5. That's about a $100 card, which surprised me. I didn't think it would be worth $100 in a PSA 5, but who knows? Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't. Skybox Premium Larger Than Life did way better than I thought, and I was very excited about that. That is a really hard card to grade. It's all foil everywhere. It's gold. It chips. It shreds. The edges shred. So I guess the 6.5 came back an 8. Scoring Kings was the big one. It was a BGS 8. I thought it had a chance at a PSA 8. I cracked it and submitted it to PSA, and as you saw, it came back an 8. And so that was pretty much the big win, you know, as far as it making sense. That card is about an $800 card in a PSA 8. So that is definitely the big boy. That is about the same as all the Meltdowns added up because it came back an 8. So big win right there. That's worth a lot more than the BGS 8 would have been worth. Standouts I thought was a 5, came back a 6. Better than expected, $45. Triple Threats, same thing. Thought it was a 7.5, came back an 8, $215. Dynamic Dunks, thought it was a 6, came back a 7. $20 even in a 7, so I'm not sure why I sent that. I guess a lot of this stuff I thought would be cool to put into some really, really low-end repacks, or maybe if some of you guys out there that collect Jordan wanted to start a Jordan collection for your kids, like a $20 Dynamic Dunks and a PSA 7 would be a pretty cool piece, you know, for a kid to add. You know, you can explain to them one of Jordan's first horizontal inserts way back in 1993, you know. I thought that would be cool for either a beginning Jordan collector or maybe somebody who out there who collects Jordans, but their son wants to start their own collection. This would be a cool little Christmas gift. You know what I mean? So 97 Skybox Z-Force Boss. This is just a regular Boss. I thought it was a 7.5. In fact, I thought the Super Boss was better. I thought the Super Boss was going to get an 8, and it did. I thought that the regular Boss was going to get a worse grade, and it got a 9. So I was very surprised by that. The Boss is about a $90 card. The Super Boss in a lower grade is about double that. It's just a much harder pack odds card, and it just means more, even though I don't necessarily think it looks better. That Maximum Metal I thought was a 7.5, came back an 8. Pleasantly surprised there. I nailed the scoring magnets, 8.8, right? No doubt, 215 on that one. The Slick Silver, I thought one of those was an 8.5 because I didn't think it was as yellow as the other. Came back a 7. The other one I thought was a 7.5, came back a 7. So I was about on the number with that one. Those are both worth about $100 in PSA 7. The Beam Teams, I just got murdered. I don't know what the deal was. I must have missed something really badly on the Beam Teams. I thought they were 7.5s and 7s. It came back as 6s. So not a ton of value there, especially on the 93. The Stadium Club High Risers members only, I thought was a 7, and it came back a 6. Did that? Yeah. So would have been nice to pull a 7 on that. I actually have a 10 in my collection of the High Risers members only, which I think is like a pop 3. I might be crazy. I might be thinking of Hardcore Heroics, actually. I think that's probably what I'm thinking about. Speaking of Hardcore Heroics, I guessed a 7.5 and a 6.5, you know, split the baby. It came back a 7 and a 7, so two $70 cards there. Even an 8 wouldn't have been worth too much. That's not the rarest card out there, but I really like that card. I just think the Hardcore Heroics and the High Risers, they sort of remind me of each other with that reflective silverish foil on the cover. They look good together. The Royal Court came back way better than I thought. I thought that card was beat to hell. Came back a 7, 2 grades higher than I thought it was going to come back. So a $70 card there. The Hoop Screams came back right at the number. You know, I thought it was an 8.5, came back an 8. I'm surprised those aren't worth a little bit more. They're not that common. I thought maybe it'd be a $65, $70 card, but I'm seeing $30. So barely getting my money back on the Hoop Screams right there. Neither Rain Men got graded. And then, of course, we know PSA screwed up the damn Never Compromise. So they put the Never Compromise card was supposed to go in a card saver and come back to me as an N6, ungraded, right? I thought it was going to be a 7. And then they put the metal card in the card saver, and they actually accidentally slabbed the Never Compromise card and called it the Jordan Metal 1, and that's not correct. The Jordan Metal cards are not super valuable. I just wanted to grade them because if you do happen to get a 10, there is some pretty good value if you do that because it's very, very few and far between. This is a very low pop Jordan Metal set, and it's nice to have it all in the same grade because I think that's the way a collector, like a big Jordan set registry guy, would want to own that set as all in the same grade. 4,155, again, not including the Rain Men, and the Never Compromise, which didn't get graded. So about $4,155. How did I do? Well, we knew there was going to be no 10s. I did not think any of these cards would even grade a 9. I put an 8.5 on the Hoop Screams. I think I put an 8.5 on one of the Slick Silvers. I missed miserably on both of those. I put I think those are the highest, best looking cards. And so I knew there was no 10s. I didn't even think there was any 9s. But I got 7 9s, so 23%, about 1 in 4 cards came back a 9. Now again, those were mostly on that metal set, which came encased in protective coating. So we knew those were going to grade okay. So let's not get carried away as far as the 9s go. I mean, 6 of the 9s were on metal cards, which have zilch value. And then the other one that really kind of mattered was on the Skybox Z-Force Boss, which again, not a big card. If I could have placed the 9, obviously on any card I want, I would have placed it on a Meltdown or a Scoring Kings, and then it would have been worth thousands, right? But I didn't get to pick and choose where to put my PSA 9s. 30% of the cards, almost a third of them came back PSA 8. This is good for me. These were wins. So PSA 8s, generally speaking, based on my price point and what I decided to pay for this particular collection, I knew PSA 8s would be a single, right? A step in the right direction. PSA 7 or below. 7s are about what I expected. 6s and 5s are just not good. And then 3 of them came back ungraded, even though one of them PSA screwed up on. So there's your 33 card order right there. There's your results. There's how I did. Obviously, more yellow and green than red is great. That means I was more scrutinizing than PSA was, which is very rare. Usually I'm bitching because I thought they should have done better. This was exact opposite. And again, unfortunately, it was on cards that didn't have much value to begin with because the grades weren't that good to begin with. Down here, generally speaking, the total value here, I probably should have put the dollar symbol thing on this. Here, that's it right there. Oh, this way. Okay, so as you can see, I paid $6,500 for the whole collection. I paid $677.12 to PSA for this first order. I have not gotten the grades back for my second order yet. It should be any day now. They were in assembly, so I'm excited. It should be any day now. It'll be, you know, $750 or something like that. I did get upcharged on the Scoring Kings. Believe it or not, they came back a PSA 8. They upcharged me, which, you know, whatever, it is what it is. I don't really care too much about it. I know everybody likes to, you know, throw tantrums and, you know, punch a hole in the wall when they get upcharged, but I'm like, the way I look at it is like, well, I sent it in at a bulk, it's worth more, so whatever, I don't really care. Total value of order number 1, which we saw right here, $4,155, not including the 3 cards that didn't get graded, which I'll have to send back, and they will get graded the next time around. It's just the way it works. You just play the circus. And then I'm guessing the raw cards left over are worth about $250. I'm guessing. I have no clue. Something like that. $1 a card, $2 a card. I don't know. Total graded value down here, we don't know yet because we have not gotten order number 2 back, but I'm in trouble, so it's going to be close. It's actually, I'm going to probably end up paying about almost exactly what I should have. So it's going to end up costing me, you know, right at $8,000. And if order number 1 was $4,000, I might end up, you know, being a little bit better, but after taxes and after, you know, the trouble. Here's the deal. It makes for great content, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's it, guys. This is video number 5. Video number 6 is going to be just like this, except it's going to be with 44 different cards. We'll run you through it. I put little stickers on all of those about what I thought they were going to grade as well, I think, if I recall, hopefully. Video number 6 is going to be more of the same. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. I'm always looking to buy more card collections. It doesn't have to be Jordan. It doesn't have to be 90s basketball. It doesn't even have to be basketball. If it's raw, I'll take a look. If it's graded, I'll take a look. It's definitely never going to be too big. I can always scrounge up the money and figure out a way to do it, which I've done in the past, as you guys know from the cross-country collection. Even if I got to borrow the money, I'll go buy it if the dollars make sense. But I'm always looking to buy card collections out there. If anybody out there is looking to sell, I'm your man. I'm real easy to find. You can't miss me. You can comment on this YouTube video if you really want to, or you can message me directly on Instagram at Cajun_Cardboard. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the format to this video. I thought, you know, this is a little baby collection that I picked up, but maybe we can make some really fun content out of it, and it kind of extrapolated over a 6 or 7 day period, and you guys can watch them, you know, in consecutive order and give me a week off. To where I don't have to record content, so I could take a nice little vacation with Mrs. Cajun and not have to come in and do videos. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.